This woman is a liar.
Crystal Mangum speaks with Katerina of Let's Talk with Kat at the North Carolina Correctional Institution for Women. That's where Mangum is currently serving a sentence after she was convicted of second-degree murder in 2013 for stabbing her boyfriend. Years earlier, Mangum accused 3 Duke Lacrosse players of rape when she was working as an exotic dancer. The charges were dropped, and the men declared innocent. In the interview filmed in November, she says she lied about the allegations against Dave Evans, Colin Finnerty, and Reed Seligman.
They were my brothers, and they trusted me that I wouldn't betray their trust. And I testified falsely against them by saying that they raped me when they didn't. And that was wrong.
During the 11-minute interview, she seems to offer some sort of explanation nearly 20 years after the allegations.
And I betrayed the trust of a lot of other people who believed in me. And made up a story that wasn't true because I wanted validation from people and not from God. I hope that they can forgive me.
I mean, you really have to be a twisted individual to make up a heinous lie like that. And then not only do you have to be a twisted individual to make up a lie like that, but to actually go through with the lie, let the media cover the lie, and then almost potentially send those guys to court for the rest. I mean, send those guys to jail for the rest of their lives for something they didn't commit. That is an evil individual.
Absolutely. And to add on top of that, you have to be even crazier to do everything Sherm just said and then murder your own boyfriend. So this person is not a model citizen, to say the least.
I think that's what actually makes it worse.
Yeah.
It's the fact that she didn't get tried for perjury because they said that she had some kind of mental thing. And she might actually be mentally off. She sounds crazy as hell in the interview.
She sounds a little...
But just the fact that they let her off of that and then let her back out in the wild, and then she ended up doing something like that, ended up killing her boyfriend. So what does that say? It says that they should have locked her up to begin with. People who are just so morally... It boggles my mind, right? That people act like it's such a surprise. Someone that is so morally inept to do this to 3 innocent young men that they'd also have the wherewithal to kill their own boyfriend.
Yeah.
Like, if she would have been locked up a long time ago, it would have never even happened. And that to me is like, I just don't understand why people are not punished for having false accusations. Like, it literally drives me wild, because it's like, oh, thank you for having the confidence to come out 18 years later, like after all the damage has done, and then you can't be tried for it. Oh yeah, by the way, I lied about it. Just like the woman, the Emmett Till, the one who died at what, 80 something years old, and says, oh yeah, by the way, I made it all up, my bad. And then he died at what, 14?
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. And listen, we're not trying to say that they should have tried her in court for something she hadn't done yet, because at the time she did not murder her boyfriend yet. But what you're saying, which you obviously all know, is that someone that's capable of doing what she did is obviously capable of doing something else. Fine. Has she not done it yet? Cool. But she did commit a crime. She completely lied. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, wait a second. I think that the case was dropped, but she didn't admit back at that time that she lied.
Yeah, she never admitted that she lied.
So that's why they didn't. That's why they didn't charge her. Had she admitted back then that she lied, then maybe they would have charged her.
Yeah, but the fact, I see what you're saying. The fact that she didn't admit that she lied, so it was just proven that
there wasn't enough proof.
There
wasn't enough proof, so they dropped the case. That's all.
Yeah, but just the fact that she admitted that she lied, now she should be thrown in jail.
She's already in jail. She's in prison already for murder.
I know. Yeah, you can't throw someone in jail twice, right?
No, you're talking about double jeopardy. In this case, that's not the case because there's 2 separate crimes.
Yeah.
But you're saying they should still charge her even though she's sitting in prison already?
Exactly.
Okay. Well, I mean, what she's in there now for...
Or maybe throw her in the hole. If she's not already in the hole, throw her in the hole. I'm serious, because it really drives me, it really like makes me so mad when you have someone who, like, there are really victims out there and people who are really hurting, and listen, she's a person who weaponized what? She weaponized her race.
Absolutely.
She weaponized being a woman.
Yep.
She weaponized going through something very traumatic. There are a lot of women who are in therapy for years for something like this that happened to them. And then you're just going to lie just because you just felt insecure about yourself. Like, no, that's not acceptable. That's crazy.
But see, I think it actually is crazy. I think a screw is loose, or maybe 2. Even watching her interview, she kept saying something like, oh, I pray for myself. I pray for the men. I pray for forgiveness. That's swell. I'm happy that you're praying for everybody. But why did you lie to begin with? I really want to know. She didn't give her motive. Oh, her motive was she was insecure?
Yeah, she was
She
like,
wanted validation?
Yeah,
What are you talking about?
What do you get validation from
That's what I'm saying. What validation are you getting?
from being a victim?
Yeah, she got a couple screws loose. For sure. And listen, I'm happy that, I'll say this. Here's a silver lining in all of this. These men did go through a year of terrible turmoil, and I don't wish that on anybody if they're innocent, which they are. But thank God they were found not guilty or it was dropped.
Oh yeah.
Because I think this makes me think about, because just how you said there's actual victims who are suffering because of this.
Yeah.
That's so true. There are also actual people who are innocent who are serving years and suffering for something they didn't commit because of someone like her.
Exactly. Yeah.
That makes my stomach turn, because it's like, can you imagine if you actually off somebody and you're serving time for offing somebody? Hey, you did what you did. But if you did not and you're doing it, you're sitting doing that time because someone lied about it.
Yeah, I mean that's the worst thing. People can. Okay, I know for myself, I can live with something that I did personally. Yes. I'd be like, okay, well, I can accept it. I can't live with something that I did not do and then I get charged for. Like it just boils my blood. It really does boil my blood, and it boils my blood because it makes every other case that's real not matter anymore. It really does make it not matter, because a lot of people will hear the case and what will they automatically think? They'll think back to this girl. They'll say, oh, well, she lied on them, and she lied for 18 years and didn't admit it.
Yeah.
Or the Emmett Till thing. How long did she lie for? She lied for what, 50, 60 years?
Yeah, and that was a different time, back in the time where like someone says something, they come to your house, they pull you out, next thing you know. Oh man, just thinking about it. Now my mind's going to a whole other place. But yeah, I mean, yeah, stories like this really do. They're just I don't know.
They're terrible. They're disgusting.
Yeah.
They're really, yeah. I mean, ultimately, guys, she made the worst decision. I think they should throw her in jail, double time, throw in the hole, whatever hole that they can find, they need to throw in her. She deserves it. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. She deserves it.
Yeah.
You say good decision, bad decision?
The worst decision of all, to make this lie up that she did. Terrible decision, bad decision, but good decision to be honest about it. Even if 18 years later, because it's one thing to have a case dropped, okay, and have a lack of evidence, okay, and to live your life, okay, cool. But there's always that little bit there that people might look at you and
I
go,
see what you're saying. Like, well, did he really do it?
Yeah. So.
And this makes it be like, never happened.
Exactly.
At all.
So for that reason, good decision. But that's just a small little piece. Everything else is terrible. The lie, waiting 18 years, all that's just terrible. So, yeah.
All right, decision makers. If you think she made a good decision, you probably need help. Leave a like, leave a comment. If you think she made a bad decision, leave a like, leave a comment. All right, decision makers, don't frame anyone.